Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. So, in this video, this is gonna be a personal request of mine, um, because I was a fan of the rapper Big L. All right, Big L had lots of metaphors. He was witty with his rhyme play, and he influenced a lot of your favorite rappers. All right, um, although his career only lasted about 9 years, he definitely made an impact in hip hop, and a lot of people respect him in his craft and what he does. All right, so I'm gonna be very respectful, as I always say when I do these type of videos, but we're gonna talk about Big L though. All right, so Big L, known as Lamont Coleman, was born May 30th, 1974 in Harlem, New York. All right, Big L had two older brothers by the names of Donald and Leroy Finazzi. All right, now these two brothers were his half brothers. All right, even though they still was related, but they were his half brothers, and Big L was the youngest from a different father. All right, so he started rapping around the age of 12. All right, and became popular by battling the local kids in the neighborhood. All right, now for some of y'all that may know or may not know, right? Um, Before, when you wanted to get notoriety, you would battle in the street. You know what I'm saying? You would battle with the local artists, and if you actually won those battles, that's how you got your name up. This was way before mixtapes and SoundCloud and things like that, right? This was how you had to get your name up um, in the hip hop community, all right? But he wrote his first rhyme in 1990, all right, along with starting his first group, which was called Three the Hard Way. All right, now this group didn't really last long because apparently the other members were too lazy, and they didn't want to put in enough work that Big L was doing. So he kind of just did his own thing. After that didn't work out. Um, but he would battle everybody in his neighborhood, and you know what I'm saying, he would win. All right, this is how he actually got the name Big L. All right, so people started calling him Big L after he was winning a lot of battles. You know what I'm saying? He was short. He was a short dude, but people respected his rhyme pattern. All right, so during the summer of 1990, he met with Lord Finesse at an autograph signing. All right, and actually freestyle for him. You know what I'm saying? All right, but after he had showcased his skills during that freestyle, all right, him and Lord Finesse actually exchanged numbers, and Big L was, actually put in the game after that. All right. Now, like I said back then, it was different. I come from the era where if you wanted to get a deal by a label, you would go stand downstairs in front of the record label. You know what I'm saying? I did that plenty of times. That's actually like how I got my placements before. But nowadays you don't really do that anymore. Like I said, these artists don't actually have the power because gatekeepers no longer exist due to the internet, right? So it's a big difference now. Like, you just gotta understand the different ways and techniques of getting heard, basically. So after joining the Digging in the Crates crew along with Fat Joe, Diamond D, who else, Buck Wild, and Showbiz and AG, he continued to battle, all right, in his high school years. You know what I'm saying? This was around the time where he met Jay-Z. All right, and they was pretty close at this time. Now, Jay-Z plays a significant role in Big L's career, and I'm gonna break that down too. But they was very close, you know what I'm saying, before they actually came up. All right. So after graduating high school, Lord Finesse actually gave Big L his first shot on his album, Return of the Funky Man. All right, with the first single, Yes You May remix. and B-side and the B-side of Party Over Here.
Grab the microphone and start search, niggas running up, put me on. What the f is the star search? I will leave.
Now, he would go on to continue to do freestyles and battle at local amateur shows and stuff like that. But like I said, he was nice, so he was winning the battles. All right. Now, towards the end of 1992, Big L actually signed his first record deal with Columbia Records. All right. Now, Columbia Records really wasn't hip with the rap artists at this time. You know, they had people like Nas and stuff like that, but they wasn't really familiar with hip hop like that. You know, you had Third Base, I believe, was over there as well. But they was just getting started in the hip hop era at that time. So at the beginning of 1993, he released his first single, which was called "The Devil's Son." All right, now, yes, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, these people, you know, they gotta mess with this crap here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all nonsense though. But I'm gonna read the lyrics. Now, they said that the song "Devil's Son," it was actually the first hip hop horrorcore record ever made. All right, and then you had people like Biggie and a lot of people that followed up and followed the horrorcore type of music. All right. Now, I'm gonna read the lyrics to this song, "The Devil's Son." All right, and I just gotta show y'all this. So it says here, "Enemies, I be bucking quick. My moms know who I am because she know who she was effing with. On my skull, the 666. No tricks. When I catch fits, my mom picks up the crucifix, and I kill chumps for the cheapest price. I'm rolling with Satan, not Jesus Christ. Enemies, I got several done. Big L straight from hell, the mother effing devil's son." Now, some people may say that's a ploy on words. All right, he was just saying how wicked and evil he was. But, you know, like I said, during this time in hip hop, they were pushing that satanic business heavy, you know, on the demographic. All right, you had Nas with the line in the same song that Big L did, which was titled "Devil's Son." He sampled the song, "When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus."
Devil's son.
When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Now,
all right, now this line actually was the same line that got Nas his record deal, believe it or not. All right, because it was blasphemous. Nobody ever heard nothing like that in hip hop before. All right, so with that taking place, we see that this structure of, constructing negative connotation to the listener, all right, that's all music derived from. It's satanic. A lot of that stuff that we listened to, we didn't really know what they were saying because we were probably young, but that stuff was no good. You know what I'm saying? Now, after gaining notoriety from choosing sides with the devil, he started the group Children of the Corn. All right. Now, the Children of the Corn consisted of Cameron, Mace, Herb McGruff, and Bloodshed. All right. Now, after 2 years of working on the album, it came out in March of 1995. Now, after 2 years of Big L working on his album, his first debut album was actually released on March 1995. All right, so it took him a while for him to drop that album, but eventually it did come out. All right. Now, the following year, after he dropped his album in 1996, he was actually dropped from Columbia Records without a reason. All right. But I'm pretty sure it pretty much had to do with the low record sales. All right, because like I said, you had Nas out at that time. He was dropping classic albums. He had It Was Written. He had Illmatic. So, the competition for hip hop's reigning champion was basically in Nas's position at that time. All right. So after Big L got dropped from Columbia Records, he actually decided to go independent. All right. Now, some would say that he was actually the first rapper on the East Coast to do the independent thing. You know, most people didn't even hear of going independent at this time. All right, like most people never even heard of this stuff. Everybody around this time was in search for a record deal. So for Big L to actually go the independent route while everybody else was chasing the majors, you know, he was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely ahead of his time. But now I want to point out something about his group Children of the Corn I found to be interesting. Now, Cameron, who is a rapper also from Harlem, but he was also a part of the Children of the Corn, which was a group too, which was a group that Big L put together. Cameron's cousin Bloodshed actually died March 2nd, 1997. 2 months before Cameron got signed to Undies Entertainment. So I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff like and mind you, it's just, to be honest with you, let me just tell you something, man. These people participate in stuff, you would be surprised. All right, you would be surprised. You'd be like, you with this? Yeah, they with it. But when Big L put out his independent album, which was titled The Big Picture, it did well. He sold 50,000 copies his first week, and that was independent. So you can imagine how much money he actually made going the independent route. All right. So he started his own label after he released his second album, which was actually called Flamboyant Entertainment. Okay. And on this label, he released his first single, second or third single, which was called his third single, which was called Ebonics. All right, now some people may be familiar with this Big L song where he's breaking down urban slang. All right, and a lot of people caught on to this record. It was real popular. All right, in the hip hop community, people really knew about this track, and it put Big L on the map for real, for real. All right, but following the release of Ebonics, now this way it gets a little weird. Dame Dash actually reached out to Big L, from the reference of his younger friend Jay-Z, to actually sign Big L and a few others to Roc-A-Fella, but that situation never really happened because Big L would actually die 7 days later after they negotiated the deal. So on February 15th, 1999, Big L was shot 9 times in a drive-by shooting. Now, I've heard numerous stories about the situation with Big L, but I just, pinpoint from what I understand. Now, the story is that, it was apparently some retaliation from something that his brother did. I heard so many stories. I heard it was over a dice game. I heard it was over a girl. It was so many stories floating around New York of what actually happened to Big L, right? But what I found to be kind of funny is that the shooter has never been identified, all right? Now, I'm not the type to go digging in no type of criminal type of stuff like that, but a guy by the name of Gerald Woodley, who was Big L's childhood friend, was actually arrested on the murder of Big L, all right? But I found this to be kind of weird, and this is why I be saying a lot of stuff be spiritual, because, 3 months later, they let him go due to lack of evidence. So now, Big L gets shot in the middle of Harlem. Nobody knows, who did what. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York is so congested, I really highly doubt that nobody even seen them, who the person was. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they just don't want to say anything, I can respect that, but I find that to be kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? And then, the whole point of him dealing with the devil and stuff like that, a lot of these rappers was playing with that stuff, man. And, we've heard stories about Bone Thugs, Biggie, Tupac, all of these individuals that we listened to coming up in the 90s, you know, they played the heavy role in a lot of that Satanism that goes on in hip hop today. So, yeah, man, I'm not sure about this, man. I think really, in my personal opinion, I'm just gonna be honest. I think this was he was a spiritual target. You know what I'm saying? Because for a well-known rapper by the name of Big L just to be, you know, slain in the middle of the street, nobody seen anything. Mind you, this was, you know, in the 90s, man. Like, everybody knew who Big L was. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Chink, same thing with Stacks. You know, it's like, you know, these things, I don't understand it. It's some other shit that goes on behind closed doors. All right? But shit, y'all, I just wanted to make that video real quick about the rapper Big L. He was a huge inspiration in a lot of people's careers, and a lot of hip-hop artists that we listened to and grew up on, you know, they followed the path of Big L. All right? So, yeah, y'all, hope y'all be blessed, stay safe. I'm going to get to some more videos, start doing y'all requests that y'all hit me up, and be on the lookout for the giveaways. All right, I'm going to be doing giveaways for my Patreon subscribers. All right, peace and blessings to all y'all, man. Enjoy y'all week. Stay safe. All right, one.
Do you suffer with acne and have tried everything to get rid of it? Try D-Dara. D-Dara is an organic skincare product that is not harmful to the skin but has been proven to clear acne in 2 weeks. D-Dara clears cystic acne, blackheads, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and eczema. Shop now at ddara.us.